Hello YouTube, it is Chris here, and in today's episode we're going to be discussing the gear only box for April by Survival Boxes, so stick with me. Welcome back everybody, and thank you for sticking with me. Like I said, today we're going to be discussing the gear only box by Survival Boxes. Now this month I'm super excited because they actually brought out some big items, which is really nice for this company considering their overall price point for their monthly subscription service. Now for anybody who's not familiar with Survival Boxes, they are a monthly subscription service and they have 3 different levels. They have the Alpha box, the Bravo box, and what you see here, which is the gear only box. Now, it doesn't look like a lot of items that are in this box, and there isn't, but these are really nice items in this box. Now, something they did this month, which is the first time I've ever seen this, is instead of throwing out the retail value for this box, they actually went out of their way to showcase the lowest online price, which is typically Amazon, which is a pretty nice touch on their part. You guys can pause that and check that out. But I went ahead and did my online research, and everything seems to be on par with the Amazon pricing. Now, one of my favorite aspects of Survival Boxes is the fact that overall they try to be very well rounded, but they offer this really cool notebook, which is their survival knowledge cards. Now in this month they sent in the notebook along with the survival knowledge card, which to me is very important, because for anybody who knows me and has been watching my Survival Boxes unboxings and reviews and all my usage footage, is I've been collecting and saving these for references to give my kids something to read and learn on, and we practice it outdoors. Alright, so the first official item on this list is the Kettle by Kettle. Now this item is amazing because for me, this pretty much pays for the whole box and justifies the $89.99 per month that you pay every month for the gear only box by Survival Boxes. For anybody who's not familiar with the Kettle, it's pretty amazing. Now, there are a couple of videos online, and yes, we will do our best to get you some test footage of this. But this is the Aluminum Scout, which holds 41 ounces of water that you can boil within minutes because of its design. So all in all, right here, we actually have the stove section where you can put most of your tinder, and you can have a few sticks sticking out through there. But then you put the Kettle back on. That's the pretty simple part, and the oxygen can flow from the bottom to the very top. Now in here is where you pour in and pour out your water for boiling. And they actually were pretty kind to make sure that you have a wooden handle so you don't burn yourself. But when you go to pour your water back in, it lets you do it hands-free so you don't burn yourself, because in all reality this entire system is going to be really hot because of the hollow cavity in there. All that boiling heat in the boiling water will just be on. Yeah, you understand, boiling water is hot. Plus all the heat resonating from the stove, so having a safe way to do that. Now it is a little bulkier, but being able to put a pot or a stove, they have an attachment called the Hobo Stove. You could pop that on there, so you could actually boil your water for any soups, clean drinking water, anything you need, and also cook your food at the same exact time. So in the slight bulkiness of this setup, it creates a much higher efficiency. The next item up is this Aquamira Frontier Straw. Now this is actually a really good day packers or severe emergency backup drinking straw, because it only does 30 gallons, but keep in mind, in all reality, most people in a survival situation only manage maybe a half a gallon of water a day. So with that said, it allows you to have, hypothetically, maximum in a safe scenario, reality about 60 days worth of clean drinking water. And the form factor of this bad boy is really small. You have a small filter, it doesn't take up a lot of weight, it's really light, and you also have a safe drinking straw. But there is no way with this setup to actually do any backfill. But all in all, this is a really nice, handy drinking straw to put in your pack. The next item on the list is this Stanley vacuumed water bottle. Now this bottle is absolutely awesome. Now this is a double wall stainless steel, so this is nothing that I would recommend doing any camp boiling of any or cooking of any kind. However, this makes an awesome water bottle because of its vacuum sealing to keep iced and cold drinks cold, and if you put any warm soups or teas or coffees in here, it'll keep it warm for a very, very long time. Now, the next item on this list is a big mamma jamma. This is the Water Carrier Cube by Ultimate Survival Technologies. Now, I like this cube because it folds flat when it's not in use. So when you take all the water out of it, you can fold this thing up and actually put it in a pack, or it takes up minimal space in your vehicle when you're outdoors. Where a few people may snicker and call this thing gimmicky, stupid, or cheap, and I totally let you have your own opinion, but I find this very valuable, especially with me being a father and having a family. In this situation, having a collapsible water bottle where I can store 5 gallons of water safely, and we can use our water straws, or if we choose to put clean water here the first time, which is ideal in a non-emergency situation. But since this is the survival boxes, we'll call it an emergency. This lets us, as long as we find a visually clear water, we can take this out. You can carry this while you're going to find a spot to pull your water out from. Then you fill this thing up with water, and then you can pour it into a smaller bottle, like for individual use, and a pot or something like that, and have good water storage for boiling, filtering, cleaning, and drinking, eating, and stuff like that in the meantime. So this is actually a pretty thick plastic. It's not too flimsy. Now, obviously, because it's not as strong as a permanent brick, it is more prone to a little bit more puncture, but it will be sturdy enough to get the job done. Last item on the list is the Buck Nano Pocketknife, which is this little guy right here. Now, they say this is worth like 19 bucks, and yeah, it's priced pretty close to that on Amazon. But yeah, it's really small. If for the materials, I could easily sell this cheaper. I've actually seen better Walmart knives. This is not necessarily a knock on survival boxes at all. This is more of a knock on the knife as a knife. However, this does come like actually freaking shaving sharp. This will like take the hair right off of you. And so as a backup knife, something you put on a keychain, it would be worth. It's worth it. It is sharp. It come out of the box. It is centered. It is a lockback design. However, I mean, this could be like a $10 knife, but it doesn't really hinder the rest of the box. It's good that they put that in there, so if you need to actually do some carving or cutting on some vines, for those of you who don't know, there are a lot of vines out in nature here in North America that do hold a lot of water. So if you are coming into a wet environment, or you're running into just fresh after a rain, those vines can be soaked full, and you could do something like take your water bottle, slice that vine up, stick the vine in this water bottle, and you go drip, 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 with clean filtered water by the morning if you do that in the afternoon or evening. All in all, when I did my individual research price, I actually was able to find this stuff for about $127 online. However, Amazon prices fluctuate and change all the freaking time. Now, they are always cheaper than retail value, but you pay $89.99 per month, and the price they were able to find was $138.28. Plus shipping, which is about $20.75, because some of these items were not Prime eligible, which is actually accurate. But the full retail value of all of this stuff, keyword retail price, was $159.03. So you still save, even with the Amazon pricing, roughly about $50 for this particular box set, which is actually pretty sweet. Now, one quick announcement we want to leave you guys with before we go is we have our impending 50,000 subscriber giveaway coming up on our channel, and we have just passed 45,500 subscribers as of a couple days ago, and where we're going to be giving away $5,000 worth of awesome gear and prizes. And if you want us to reach that goal quickly, definitely be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and help us keep growing, thriving, and making awesome videos for you guys. So if you want to learn more about survival boxes, we'll definitely be leaving a lot of Amazon links and survival box links down in the video description. But if you're excited about survival boxes and you're excited about our $5,000 giveaway, definitely throw this video a big thumbs up, and make sure to share this out with all your friends and family and your social media networks. But that just about does it for now. I hope you guys have an absolute wonderful day. I'm out.